What defines a good ending? Is it having all of the characters like you? Is it reaching the main objective, saving the world? Or maybe it's just about the experience you have along the way. Grab your favorite mug. We are headed into the thicket of what makes a good ending. The Curse of the Howling Woods is a timed experience. I'm gonna drink this down a little bit. You play as Sebastian, a guy who was hired to pull some weeds by a frail, elderly lady who absolutely is not deceiving us and absolutely gave us all of the information. A stump is just a weed that didn't know when to stop growing. Valid. That's not how weeds work. Stumps aren't weeds. Oh, you're such a stickler for labels, child. Just pull it out, it's the same. Bitten by a wolf, suddenly you have 2 hours to find the guardian of the forest and break the curse before you become a full-fledged werewolf. But like, Loki, hit the like button if you wouldn't mind being a werewolf. Oh. Well, I guess that's what we're not supposed to get bitten by. When it comes to games, I am somebody who always seeks to have the best possible ending that I can get. Usually that means breaking the curse, saving the world, or at least keeping everyone alive and relatively happy. So naturally, the view I had for this game is that the good ending is breaking the curse, which presents a small problem, because that timer doesn't even stop during instructions. Time is left to chance and influence. Sometimes you'll knock them down immediately, sometimes you won't. Time limits have always stressed me out in a way that I don't quite understand. I am fully capable of doing any task within a time limit, but the second that I'm aware that there's a time limit or that I see that there's a time limit, I become so stressed out about if I can actually do that. Logically speaking, 2 hours is plenty of time to get to the end of this game. How has an hour passed already? I feel like I've been in this area for an eternity. Especially if you practice what Resident Evil has taught us, which is to investigate everything and then investigate it once more, just to be sure.
Marking on the stone indicates that once was set into something, but what? What a nice hint.
Oh yeah.
And something really interesting occurred to me while I was playing this game and after I finished it. It's that the story element is dramatically changed with the addition of a timer. This is already a very fast-paced, very direct narrative. The story is very clear. The main conflict is highlighted by mechanics within the game that chip away at the most precious resource that you have, time. Between finding the right path, where the do I go? Combat. I mean, if I die, I guess I don't have to worry about becoming a werewolf, huh? Oh, fuck. And rock, paper, scissors. Damn. It's safe to say that for me, the way that I usually play games went right out the window. Normally, I'm somebody who likes to explore every inch of a game before moving on to the next section, especially because knowing all of the details means that I'm more likely to get the good ending. And also, I like to complete everything that I possibly can. Now, I want to pause and appreciate how much the game pays attention to the mechanics that it implements so that it doesn't set you up for failure. Combat is done as a luck of the dice, and you can't do anything to sway it. You're kind of just in the experience. Either you get hit, or they get bored. Which means that the combat happens really rather fast, unless you're like me and you get stuck in a loop for far longer than you think is reasonable. Bruh. Ow! The fuck, man? Can we... am I able to... God. Achieving the good ending in any game is always going to be relative to what that game is about. Ooh, those were my knees. Some games have really cut and dry good and bad endings, or simply just one ending that happens. Sometimes the good ending isn't actually good, but it is true for the canon of the franchise that the game is a part of. Sometimes the good ending is just achieving the goal of what the character you're playing as set out to accomplish, even if that might not necessarily be a good ending. But without fail, as a player, I am always looking for the best possible outcome for the characters that I'm playing as, which has in fact led to heartbreak before. And I'm really sorry, Karlak, but I was just trying to be nice. Trying to reach the good ending while watching the timer slowly tick down to the inevitable doom of not being able to achieve that was a rather rough experience for me, in the sense that, like, I'm curious as to what happens if the timer lapses, but I cannot bring myself to actually allow that to happen. And if I'm being honest, the fear of the timer running out made me play worse, at least in my opinion of how I like to play games. Because I love puzzle games, and I love being good at puzzle games. There is nothing more frustrating to me than being bad at a puzzle game because I am getting in my own way. I'm annoying myself with how much I'm repeating what I've already done. Between me not knowing that I could heal until about halfway through the game, noted, I've been avoiding them. Ugh. Had I only known that so long ago. Missing the blatantly obvious, this is your continuation path. Swear to God, if I did all this only to walk past where I was supposed to go. I didn't interact with it when I walked past it. I went past that so many times. Missed one. Down this way? And you're telling me all I had to do was walk up it? That's what I get for assuming that that was inaccessible. I definitely feel like I made mistakes playing this game that I wouldn't have had I not known that there was a timer there the whole time. The Curse of the Howling Woods really reminded me of the elements that I love the most about games. And it did that by taking away the freedom to just loiter. Rushing forward to the good ending means that you miss out on a lot of the details that make the game so charming. To be cliche, maybe it's not about the destination, but the journey to the destination. Even with the clock judging you, I think it's okay if you take just a little bit of time to enjoy the finer details. Ooh, spooky skeletons. Spooky, scary skeletons. The mummies kind of sound like they're saying, "Oh no," when they die. Oh, look at you, all lost, all tired, all cursed. You poor thing. You could stay here, you know, I take very good care of you. I'm really jamming with the music. What is this? I also found an adventurer's hat right there. So what is a good ending to you? Tell me in the comments. If you enjoy story-rich games and unique NPCs, consider subscribing because we love that here too. And if you want another video that fits the cozy vibes of October, why not try relaxing with this video here? As always, save your games, water your plants, and I will see you next time.